I was standing in front of my History Fair project, surrounded by a cluster of men in their mid-70s and 80s. Their families, children and grandchildren, were also gathered around. These men had one thing in common. They were all survivors of the USS Indianapolis. I had developed a special appreciation for these men and what they had done in World War II. I had learned to appreciate these veterans who had sacrificed so much to ensure that a generation that had not been alive when they served could enjoy liberty. It was July 1997, and we were in the Westin Hotel in Indianapolis. The second floor was crammed with men, women, and children of all ages. There were display cases lined up along the walls, all pertaining to World War II or the Indianapolis. Everywhere I went, I was surrounded by 10 or 20 men. They had all communicated with me in some fashion over the course of the past year, and each wanted to personally tell me his story of his 4 nights and 5 days in the ocean. To a man, when their story reached a point at which they talked about shipmates and friends dying, their eyes teared up, and I could sense the deep sadness and the emotional scars each of them carried. Maybe that is why so few of them had ever shared their personal stories and dark memories until I started asking questions. Many of these men had never told their family members what they shared with me. I am not sure why I was chosen to be the guardian of their stories, but I accepted the task with the same honor and commitment these men had shown in sharing their tales with me. Perhaps they thought I might represent their last chance to tell someone what had been haunting them for more than 50 years. Each man I talked to thanked me for what I was doing for them and their captain.